Chapter 2. Simplify or be ignored. Why simplicity creates value. If you've ever watched a master at work, you've probably noticed something interesting. The truly exceptional people rarely make things seem complicated. In fact, they usually do the opposite. They make difficult things look simple. A great teacher can explain a complex idea in a way that feels obvious. A great coach can take a confusing situation and provide a clear path forward. A great entrepreneur can look at a problem that frustrates thousands of people and create a solution that feels effortless. From the outside, it can almost seem magical. But it isn't magic. It's clarity. And clarity is one of the most valuable assets in business. Unfortunately, most entrepreneurs are taught the opposite. They spend years learning their craft, mastering technical skills, studying strategies, understanding systems, and acquiring knowledge. Over time, they become experts in their field, and without realizing it, they begin speaking like experts. The problem is that customers don't think like experts. Customers think like customers. They don't wake up wondering how sophisticated your process is. They don't care about the complexity behind your service. They don't want a 30-minute explanation of your methodology. What they want is confidence. They want certainty. They want to know that you understand their problem and can help solve it. That's it. Yet every day, entrepreneurs unknowingly make their offers harder to understand. They overload their websites with information. They create complicated presentations. They use industry jargon. They provide endless options and endless explanations, believing that more information will create more trust. But the opposite is often true. The more confused people become, the harder it is for them to make a decision. And confused people don't buy. That simple truth explains why some businesses struggle even when they provide tremendous value. The value may be there, but the clarity isn't. Customers don't buy what they don't understand. Think about the last time you walked into a restaurant with an enormous menu. There were pages of appetizers, pages of entrees, pages of specialty items, dozens of combinations, hundreds of choices. You probably spent more time deciding what to order than actually enjoying the meal. Now compare that experience to a restaurant that offers only a handful of carefully selected signature dishes. Almost immediately, the decision becomes easier. You feel more confident. You order faster. You enjoy the experience more. Nothing changed about your ability to choose. What changed was the amount of friction. And friction exists everywhere in business. Every extra step creates friction. Every unnecessary explanation creates friction. Every confusing message creates friction. Every complicated process creates friction. The entrepreneur who understands this begins to see the marketplace differently. Instead of asking, "How can I show people how much I know?" they begin asking, "How can I make this easier to understand?" That question changes everything, because people are naturally drawn toward clarity. In a world filled with noise, confusion, and endless information, clarity stands out. Clarity feels safe. Clarity feels trustworthy. Clarity reduces uncertainty. And uncertainty is often the biggest obstacle standing between a prospect and a purchase. The businesses that grow the fastest are rarely the ones with the most complicated solutions. They're often the ones with the clearest explanations. Think about some of the world's most successful companies. Their products may be incredibly sophisticated behind the scenes, but customers rarely see that complexity. Instead, they experience simplicity. Press a button, click a link, open an app, solve a problem. The complexity remains hidden while the simplicity becomes the selling point. That is the power of clarity. And the entrepreneurs who learn to create it become incredibly valuable. Because clarity doesn't just help people understand. Clarity helps people decide. And decisions create momentum. Decisions create sales. Decisions create growth. The entrepreneur who can consistently create clarity becomes more than a business owner. They become a guide, and guides are trusted. Think about your own life for a moment. When you're facing uncertainty, who do you turn to? You don't seek out the person who makes things more confusing. You seek out the person who makes things make sense. The person who can see through the chaos. The person who can explain what matters and eliminate what doesn't. The person who brings order to complexity. That person earns influence. That person earns trust. And in business, trust is one of the most valuable currencies that exists. Which leads us to a powerful realization. The entrepreneur who wins is rarely the entrepreneur who knows the most. It's often the entrepreneur who explains things the best. Knowledge creates expertise, but clarity creates opportunity. And that's where the next level begins. Because once you understand the power of clarity, another question naturally emerges. How do you become the person who creates it? How do you become the simplifier? That's exactly where we're going next.